Each and every American is required to pay taxes of some sort, and most find taxes to be one of the most confusing things to understand. Albert Einstein came up with the general theory of relativity, but he too was stumped when it came to filing taxes. He once remarked that the hardest thing in the world to understand is the income tax code. I've learned quite a few tricks trying to be able to understand and comprehend the U.S. tax code in my time I've worked for H&R Block as an office manager for the past 4 years. Because of my chosen career right now, I've been able to spend numerous hours trying to understand the complexity of the tax code and how it impacts each and every American that comes inside our office differently over the past few years. The U.S. tax code is almost 4 million words long. If that doesn't sound very large, compare it to the entirety of Shakespeare's canon. The bard seems to go on forever, but all of his words only total about 900,000 words. I've discovered that the U.S. taxing system has become one of the most misunderstood and hated systems we have set up here in the U.S. Taxes are not very difficult to understand once the system is clearly explained by someone with the knowledge and care to explain it. It is this hate and misunderstanding that takes me off guard, because I have found such a strong passion for taxes and the taxing system we have here in the U.S. It bothers me that taxes are something that people dislike so much, they seem to just give up on trying to understand them, and so they turn the job of explaining it and the process over to someone who's willing to do the work to be paid for it. While I don't mind the paychecks, of course, I feel that a general understanding of the tax system should be common knowledge to every American. Taxes are something that everyone should know about in at least a general sense. We won't ever be able to escape them legally, and so it is wise to be educated on them. That is why I'm going to introduce you to the wonderful world of taxes, and be able to hopefully in a short amount of time sift through the complexities of the system, in hopes to educate you at least a little bit more on the system that you will be impacted for by the rest of your life. I'll explain to you the following: tax rates and brackets, the types of taxes we pay, what forms taxes are paid on, how the taxes are collected, and how taxes will impact you differently once you have chosen a career path for yourself. While the U.S. taxing system is very long and complex, we can see that it has some method to it, and when specific parts are broken down, you are able to clearly understand why the system functions the way it does. I hope I've been able to add upon your knowledge about the United States taxing system, and now you will have a better understanding of taxes in general. While you may not be able to have enough knowledge to prepare your own tax return, you will hopefully be able to explain and understand the impact that you personally have with taxes and the relationship you have, now as a college student and in the future when you've established yourself in a career. I encourage you to remember the words of Lord Bramwell, a 19th century English jurist, who once said, "Like mothers, taxes are often misunderstood, but seldom forgotten." Thank you.